about your own well-being, but only about promoting heaven on earth and within yourself at every opportunity. A storm is brewing over Europe, and yet Europe will emerge victorious and glorious in the end. What was rotten, wrong, and misguided will be snuffed out with the light of truth, and those who started the storm will perish in the storm. The law of cause and effect brings results accordingly, and all humans who have forgotten the cosmic laws are now reminded of this by experiencing the suffering they caused. God knows neither revenge nor retribution. God is love. In this love, the people we are talking about here are brought to their understanding and are encouraged to pause. No one dies forever, no one will lose this life without getting another life in return. Everything is woven into the grace of God, no one goes forever and nothing is lost forever. Change of perception. What is happening now is the great shift in perception. Events that promote and condition awakening are given. People who have lost all connection to God and deny any relationship to being human are being awakened. The great divine intervention, heaven's intervention on earth, does this. Anyone who no longer reckoned with it, who has grown weary of the many announcements, will recognize God's work and share in His mercy in body and soul. The heart, the key. Don't worry, because there are big and small worries that make you look gloomily at current affairs. Strive to adopt a positive basic attitude, to receive light-filled thoughts and emotions and to create them again and again. In the midst of great evil and immediately before the great storm, it is important to stay focused on God's light, on God's truth. Don't get discouraged, but always find your way back to the spiritual center of your being human. The heart is the key and God is the one who lives in your heart. Shift your attention from the outside in, especially when what is happening outside is becoming too much for you. If you don't know or can't continue, then it's time to step out of the game and delve into life beyond this perception. Silence, meditation and prayer are the anchors of this time. Unfortunately, too few people use it. Standing in combat, they forget that every warrior needs rest and refreshment breaks to gather strength. Anyone who is passionate about a cause, who lives their mission, who gives everything without regard for themselves, is honored and pitiable at the same time, because love begins with the perception of one's own needs. You are human. Respect your own needs, just as you respect and stand up for the needs of others. Those who exert themselves without looking at themselves, who are attentive to humanity but neglect themselves, are bound to fail. It is the inner balance that determines the success or failure of a cause. A king can take a castle or even several castles by storm, but he can never conquer all castles in this way. Light warriors burn out, lose their power and see themselves as failures. This happens when too much energy has been wasted and when people can no longer recharge their batteries. Where this aspect is left unnoticed, there can be no success, and projects, no matter how bright they may be, are bound to fail. Nobody will save the world and nobody has to save the world. The only thing is, to unfold yourself and to realize your role in this game. This is how you unfold on the stage of life. So go and develop self-respect so that your respect for human concerns is genuine, and rejoice, for indelible events will restore humanity and the planet to divine order and harmony. What the one fears and the others expect with joy, brings the blessing over all people, because the light of God means liberation for every being. I'm with you. Christ.